Everyone, I apologize for my voice. It still has not gotten any better. I took yesterday off hoping that my voice would come back, but it still has not. So I apologize and bear with me, please. Thank you for your patience. I'll be muting quite a bit because I cough. Speaking of which, excuse me. But we're going to keep it simple today for me. We're going to draft some Thunder Junction. I'll do one draft regardless of how I feel. And yeah, that'll probably be it today. Just, I don't know how long my voice is going to hold out. I feel like, what was the singer back in the day? Lou Rawls. My voice is just rough. I woke up this morning and went, oh no, it's still doing it. I was so hopeful 2 days ago. I thought, oh, maybe I'll feel better the next day. And it was worse. So I took yesterday off to kind of rest it a bit, thinking, oh, maybe it'll be better if I didn't use it and be better the next day. No. The strange thing is, I feel a little better today than I did yesterday, but the voice is definitely worse. All right. Depending on how this goes, I might have to pause in the middle when my son wakes up. He's still not feeling well also, but he seems to be on the mend. He's not coughing as much and everything, so that's good. That's a good thing. All right, here we go. Primal Command. Yeah, wow. That's pretty good. So Smuggler's Surprise, but we're going to go with Primal Command. Kind of seems silly not to take it, huh? For 5. That's really good. Some really good versatility on that. Excuse me, I was coughing. Mirror of the Wild. Non-token creatures. Yeah. Interesting. It's so specific. It's such a specific card. Like, I kind of want it, but maybe we'll go blue and green. I usually don't do blue and green. I typically don't do well with blue and green, but we'll keep our options open. At least that has versatility as well. 2 pretty versatile spells. So, we'll see. Now watch, I'll pick lots of blue and green, and then something like Rakdos the Muscle will pop up. Thoughtseize. Okay, that's really simple. Not great for blue and green, is it? Rakish Crew, although this one's not bad. Let's take Patient Naturalist. Peace. Blue, green. Alright, I'll take the Spring Splasher. Oh, there we go. Shackle Slinger. Do that. Might have to go that route. See if we can get us the good with the blue guys. Excellent. No drop frames or anything. I have to say, I have to sing the virtues of OBS. OBS has been wonderful. Jailbreak scheme. Ooh, lots of good stuff here. Razzle Dazzle and Town ain't big enough. I'm gonna take the Town ain't big enough for right now. Archmage's 3 blue, that's rough on that. Yeah, no. I'll take the ankle biter for now. They were pretty low cost deck so far. This will probably end up making the cut, I'm sure. Just keep an eye out for anything that we might want to replace. Oh, yeah. So hopefully, we can get to feeling better. I did feel well enough yesterday to play in a little quick draft. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? 2 days ago. So I was playing Eldraine, and it figures I trophy when I'm not on, when I'm not streaming. And then yesterday I played one, and I was 6-3. So apparently I need to just start recording myself all the time. We're gonna use it. I'm just gonna keep my options in case something miraculous happens. I doubt it, but yeah. So I hope everyone is doing well this week. I hope you sound better than I do. All right, what do we got here? I'll take a reach for the sky, just to keep it in the pocket. We'll pocket that. I'm excited for the Modern Horizons to come out. You know what? I'm going to take Rest in Peace just because I only have 2 of them. Oh, Smooth Flash are good. And the Strix came back. Okay. Trash the Town's so good. I'll take Trash the Town. What was I saying? 1 second. Razzle Dazzle. Burrow Fiend. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to take Razzle Dazzle just because I want to build up my guys. Yeah. I don't remember what I was saying. Sorry. All right. Draw a card. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, since the family and I have moved back to Alaska, we're in kind of a temporary position right now. Basically, we're renting out of my mother-in-law's home, and it's a decent sized place, but it's not big by any means. So we're actually looking to move to a new place that's bigger and everything. It's right down the street. There's a couple choices. So in the future, we may be doing that. Oh, interesting. Huh. Shifting Grift. Ooh, what do I want? 2 enchantments. Oh boy, what do I want? Let's take the Drake. But yeah. So we are definitely looking into possibly getting a new place, which would be great because it'll do all of us a world of good. But more space, I can go back to setting up like the green screen and things like that. Much easier. Plotting. I guess I don't have much in the way of plotting, do I? I don't really need him. I'm gonna go for Beast Bond, I think. Because I really don't have much in the way of... So that would be cool, to get into a new place. I mean, obviously it takes time for that kind of stuff because you gotta, pitch an offer and yada yada. But it is on the horizon, so that will be excellent to get moved into a new place, get a dedicated room. Right now, I post up in the basement, which is great because it's quiet down here and everything for the most part. But it's difficult to set up because it's not a finished basement. It's some of the old school basements. So it's not the most comfortable, but I would have a dedicated room to use in the case of in the new place. So looking forward to that. We've found a place. Like I said, it's right around the corner. I don't know if we're going to be quick enough to close on that, but to get a hold of it. But if we can, that would be super. We're going to try. Housing market's crazy, so it all depends on how fast things can go. Because basically, we're just parlaying this place into the larger place, and renegotiating the mortgage and yada yada. The only difference this time is that my wife and I would also be on the lease instead of just the mother-in-law, so we'd be co-owning it, but which is fine. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, there's my black. Okay. I want that gin, but I can take that for now. There's Beast Bond again. There's Razzle Dazzle. Let's take Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle. Pulse. That's pretty good. But yeah. It's funny because Alaska had remained fairly untouched by the craziness of the housing market for a while. But it's finally caught up here, and I think people were starting to become truly desperate to find homes and whatnot. They started seeking out far place. I'm betting the Dakotas did the same thing. They were used to be cheap, and now their prices have probably gone up as well. People are just like, fine, I'll just move way out just to be able to afford a home. And it would not surprise me if that was the case with like the Dakotas and things like that, since we've been seeing it up here. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, so we're looking into that, and like I said, that'll be down the line. We already got a pre-approval and whatnot, and that's all set up. I'll take that just because I only have 2 of them. Tarnation Vista. Huh. Yeah, wow. Kind of amazing the Tarnation Vista made it all the way through there, didn't it? Sorry if I'm getting lower. My voice is falling apart. But yeah. So, we do what we can. We get on to it. our that's what I was saying. Our pre-approval from the bank after they look at this house and everything. Oh man, it's still doing it. That glitch where I have to go back through and rebuild my deck because it's been doing this every time. Okay. I don't have any more picks. That's everything. Yeah, see, it glitches every time. It's weird. It's been doing that. You have to go back in, and then it throws everything into your deck. It's such a pain in the butt. I wish they would fix it. All right. I did not have that. I did not have that. I had one of those. Now I got to go through and figure out what I had. As I try to figure this out. No. Okay. I'm going to get rid of one of these. Let's get rid of one blue. Alright, so what do I need to get rid of? 2 blue. I have 2 extra blue in here? Oh, I don't think I had 3 razzle dazzles. That's right. Oh, here's the question. What do I get rid of? Bit of crime. That's good. Big enough. What do I get rid of? Oh, what do I want to get rid of? Razzle dazzle. Let's see. What to get rid of? What to get rid of? I do have repulse. Big enough. That's too good. Stop calling again. Maybe Shackle Slinger? Get rid of Shackle Slinger. And get rid of 1 razzle dazzle. Or do we want to get rid of? I like all these. That's the problem. Jailbreak scheme. That's really good too. Get rid of one razzle dazzle. All right, we'll go with that. May not be the best, but all right, here we go. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Our pre-approval for the mortgage and everything is good. The offer's good till like October, so we got plenty of time to. We just found something that we would like to get to, if possible, as soon as possible. But like anything, it all depends on how fast. I mean, we have no idea if there's an offer on that place or anything like that. So we shall see. These things, sometimes they move fast, sometimes they move slow. It's just one of those things. Either way, it should be pretty good. sure they won't block with the Bronco. Wow. Huh. That's kind of amazing. I did not think they'd do that. Get rid of Decisive Denial or Mana Drain. Because I feel like that's going to be... No, they got rid of the Djinn. I mean, probably not a bad idea. No? Oh, that's true. I can't even use Mana Drain until I get another blue. Oh. All I know for sure is I really hope to get rid of this gold. Yeah, that's one of those things where, hopefully... Ooh, Nope. We'll get it back, but casting that, but that's okay. So yeah. Cheap viewers on, oh boy. I have to get rid of that. Where are you? There it is. The last thing I need are bots coming in here trying to... Oh, shoot. I didn't want to open that up. Dang it. There we go. Alright. Termination Vista. We're going to say blue. Go here. Battle that. That. No, there's no point in returning my hand. There we go. Got rid of that bot. Now I just gotta get rid of this picture. Okay, it's done. Last thing I want to see are bots trying to sell me on stuff. Ooh, wow. Dazzle. See what they've got. Force them to use it. Do they want to take two, or do they want to take one? Let me draw. That'll be the interesting thing to see what they go for. I'm trying to figure out how to close this now that I've... Man. Oh, wow. Okay. Tarnation Vista. Blood Hustler. Okay. Spring Slasher. Spring Splasher. Alright. can get a life back. They could potentially only take one to get one back. Oh, never mind. They go. Take the ball. Very nice. Just waiting for one of my cards to get in so I can ping them here. Just need to ping them for 2. Probably 3 because they have Blood Hustler, so they can get another one in there. I'm trying to figure out how to close this. I already... oh, here we go. I can close it that way. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's attack with everybody. We'll get rid of that. What you gonna block? Trample. What's that? Let's get rid of the Blood Hustler. I'm gonna keep my Splasher. Hopefully. Unless I got more removal. There we go. Draw 2 cards. Excellent. Now I got a big fat froggy. Like cheap viewers here. I'm like, oh man, I'm not... Get rid of that one. That one hurt. Wow. Nice thing is they can't attack, so there is that. And boom. Alright, so now they've got a lot to deal with. They got a flyer and 2 on the ground. So, I mean, they can get, well, they can heal up a lot, but yeah, that Rush of Dread was rough. Oh, wow. Seriously? Another one? That's sacrifice 2. Wow. That's crazy. 2 Russian. Wow. What are the odds? Unbelievable. 2 Rush of Dreads. Oh, wow. I feel like that was just, dude, you should have just stayed in bed. I had that all well in hand, and then 2 Rush of Dreads. That seems impossible. Okay, sure. Wow. Never even occurred to me. Okay. Well, what else was in blue? Green. Oh, there we go. I was like, we just need to not. Oh, excellent. I'll take a blue. Corsair, sure. Oh, whoops. That was dumb. That was dumb. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to plot that. Oh my gosh. The brain is starting to go at the moment. Probably jumped the gun there. They're probably going to have something to puff them up. Oh, pick your own death. Okay. Block that. Place of denial. At least we can hopefully hold them off. Caster seconds. Okay. Right? Saddle. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. We'll take it. Ooh. This is how it was going last time too. It's like, oh, everything seemed to be going good. And then womp womp. Grizzly out. Grizzly bear. About the grizzly bear. Oh wow. Not my day today, is it? Rambling possum. I can't beg, borrow, steal land at the moment. Wow. Can't beg, borrow, or steal land at the moment. What's this? Perfect, but no, we'll do this. We'll gain 7. Oh wait, hold on. Non-creature. Oh, yuck. Okay. Oh, in that case, oops. Messed up. I should have put Razzle Dazzle out first. My bad. Yeah. I goofed up. I'm gonna lose this one. That's alright. I think this is clearly telling me I should not be playing this morning. Should not be playing this game this morning. I'm not doing well at all. Wow. Okay. Oh, I can't even be mad. I'm so like out of it right now. Oh, but the place that we're looking at right now that we're trying not to get too attached to because we really like it, basically fits all of our needs. Has a really nice plot of land that's on, so that Dogs can run around on it. Yeah, I can get back outside and start doing my stuff that I usually need room for, which the plot of land I have here is fine, except it's hilly and trees, so it's like not enough clearance for a lot of things. And I like to go out and, do archery and throw knives and stuff like that. And I have no clear path to be able to do that very well where we're at too. So the outside stuff that I like to do will be better in a place like that, which we're trying to keep open for. So yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit. Alright. There we go. Alright, so stop this time. There we go. Let's plot this time. Kitty cat. Meow. Not doing anything. So yeah. That'll be nice to be able to get outside and do my throwing knives and throwing axes and stuff like that. All that exertion sounds awful right now because I feel terrible, but it would be nice. Thankfully, there are a lot of places for sale around here. It's just a matter of finding one that's not obviously too expensive, because that can get crazy. But also one that's not tore up. A lot of people own animals up here, and sometimes it's a little funky. So yeah. So I'm gonna put Basil down as well first. Did this person take off? They timed out. Oh. It'd be sad if my only win today was somebody that just left. Cool, cool card backs though, card sleeves. Roasted. Yeah, I think they left. I think the worst part of, besides losing my voice and the tiredness and everything, there's a lot of bad stuff. I think the worst part is I lost my sense of, oh, there we go, get it back. Sense of smell and sense of taste for a while. It's not COVID though, it's just pressure on the sinuses that did it. And so that's terrible. I do not like that. I don't like being able to smell, and especially don't like being able to taste, because then you're like, why do I even bother eating? I can't taste anything. Yeah, let's just go into it. I don't know if they're having issues or they're just messing around. If they're having issues, I'm sorry for you, bro. I hate that. I hate when something goes wrong and you're trying to do stuff but you can't. But if you're just messing around, dude, what's the point? I feel like I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like they might be having issues because it's all I'm looking at stuff. Oh, there we go. They might be having computer issues or something. Which would suck. That always sucks. Nope. You hate to see it. Verb. Verb. big enough. Ooh. Hit that. Yeah, we were. Because we're all paranoid about stuff like that. But the first thing we checked was, okay, this isn't COVID, right? Thankfully, it is not COVID. So that is a good thing. Let's go. Looking good, brother. Yeah, that sucked. I think they were having technical issues. Not the kind of win you like, that's for sure. Sorry, brother. KOTM. Alright. Well, there we go. But yeah, next week's Modern Horizon 3 on Tuesday that comes out, so that's cool. I've got the pre-order in, so I'll have, you know, the tokens and yada yada for all that. So we'll give it a shot, see if we like it. Hopefully it'll be fun. It usually is. I like I said, if nothing else, playing limited is always fun. The randomness of drafting, good or bad. Oh, sorry, everybody. Oh, man. Oh, been a rough couple days. There we go. Sorry, I was getting notifications there and I didn't know what it was. Draw. Why do I feel that's not true? Okay, let's try this again. Oh. Yeah, man, I'm hoping that this goes by the wayside here by this weekend. Because if by Sunday night I still feel like this, I guess I'm gonna have to hop over to urgent care or something, just to get something. Because that means cold medicine is not doing the trick. But we'll see. Spring Splasher. I keep forgetting the P. I keep saying Spring Slasher. Kind of looks like a Spring Slasher with those spines on his back. Lost my mana drain. I mean, technically I can get it back by shuffling it back in with the primal whatever it is that I haven't gotten to use yet. Marchesa, huh? That, this, for that apothecary. hassle. Oh, I was getting messages from this Coyote and mother-in-law. All right. First. You went to watching school full screen, but still chat. Yeah. Oh, sorry about my voice. I was hoping to feel better by now, but I feel worse. Or I should say, my voice is worse. Let's go here. Uh-oh, what do we got? Very nice. Very nice. Clear them out, that's fine. Boom. Throw over Grizzly. Some freestyling. How are you doing today? Wow. Not a riddle there. That ain't big enough. Wow, west of a dream. I rarely dream, or at least I rarely remember it. And usually, unfortunately, it's like usually just a random former memory. So I rarely dream, and if I do, it just seems to be random memories. I think my son might be awake. Do you remember your dream, or just remember that it was crazy? My son will do that to me a lot of times. He goes, "I had the weirdest dream." I go, "Do you know what happened?" He goes, "I don't remember. I just know it was weird." Oh, you mean literally a Wild West of a dream. That wasn't a figure of speech. That was like, you were literally in a Wild West shootout. I always envy when people have like wild dreams like that. Like, hey, my dream was I did this or I had that. I rarely remember any dreams at all. Now, that being said, I have had dreams in the past. When I was a kid, there was a dream I vividly remember. And I must have been 10 or 11 at the time when I had this dream, and I still remember it to this day, and it was just this weird, it wasn't flying. I wasn't flying, but there was like an embankment that went down from our house in the mountains. And I remember jumping off of our top step and like going down this embankment. And I wasn't floating or anything. I was like falling, and then I bounced off the ground like I was a rubber ball. And it just kept bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. I was like, I don't know what this means, but it's weird. It made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Oh yeah, sliders. I remember sliders. Exactly. Free balling. Yeah, it was weird. It was, and it was so vivid. It sticks with me to this day. Like I said, most people dream of flying. I wasn't flying. I was just bouncing along, and I was going way high too. It just kept on going. It was so bizarre. So bizarre. I was like, man, I can't remember a dream, you know, from last night, but I remember that one. Such a weird dream. Nimble Brigand. Nimble Brigand, eh? Oh, there's jailbreak scheme. That's the first time that's popped up. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. And +1 on here. And we'll get ready. Jailbreak scheme. I think part of the dream was just because I had lived there for a couple of years by that point up in the mountainside, but we lived in the city originally, so moving to the mountains was like a weird experience. And I think it was just, I don't know if that just played into my psyche at the time or what, but yeah, it was definitely a weird one. 7. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's do this. This. The graveyard in the library. Or are they going to counter this? Maybe I should have led with the Spring Splasher. Awesome. Oh. Razzle Dazzle gets his name. There, that's fine. I mean, surely they'll block the Nimble Brigand, right? Oh, I attacked with it just because I figured might as well. South Carolina, now Midwest. Oh, funny story. So I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania, so from the mountains up there, up in the Appalachians, you know, and it's kind of funny because being from the hills, being in the mountains and all that stuff all my life, and then after I graduated, I went into the Army, and when I went into the Army, I swear they have a morbid sense of humor. They sent me to, usually you have basic and you have your, your MIT, your specialty training in different places. But they put my basic and my MOS training in the same place, which was Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I might as well have been on the surface of the moon. I had never seen a place that flat in my life. I didn't... Until that point, I didn't realize places that flat existed in the United States. There was one hill. And it wasn't really a hill. It was more like a large ant hill. prairie dog mound. And the only reason I remember that is because that's where the gas chamber was, where we did our testing for the CS gas and whatnot. I was sitting there going, wow, you're taking that. And what's funny is, because after I was done with my MOS training and everything, I was 13 Foxtrot, I was headed out to, my permanent party was 10th Mountain Division in Fort Drum, New York, so right back to the mountains. So except for this little interlude in Oklahoma, my whole entire life had revolved around the mountains. Laxon Jackson. Oh wow, you got to go to Benning. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah, Oklahoma, man, there's nothing there. Lawton, Oklahoma. Yeah, that's a nothing town. Sorry if anybody watching is from Lawton, Oklahoma, but there was nothing there. Maybe it's changed since then. I just remember the locals knew when payday was, so they were always ready to receive anybody with a pass. Gambling and drinking and everything else. Well, we were field artillery, so more like blowing them up. And that's where all the field artillery's trained, is in Fort Drum, or Fort Sill. Although I almost saw my first tornado while stationed there. Thankfully, I didn't get to see it. I got to see the prequel to the tornado. Basically, the sky it was, bright and sunny like Oklahoma usually is, and then all of a sudden, it was just pitch black. And I had never seen something like that before. I was like, what? Out of nowhere, it became black. And it was so weird. We're all like, what is going on? And then we were out in the field at the time. We were in the, I think we were at the rifle range. And they're like, okay, everybody get back up, head back to the barracks. And we're like, what the hell's going on? They're like, it's a tornado coming. And then it was weird because the sky was black, like out of nowhere. It just seemed like somebody just turned off a light switch. Boom, just turned black. And then it had this weird greenish look. And we're just like, what the hell? I was like, I don't think that's a tornado. I think that's a demon coming. We got inside and we heard the wind whipping around, but we didn't actually get to see the tornado, which I'm fine with that. Helicopter ticket, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because they call it AIT or MOS, depending on who you ask. I don't know if they use either of those acronyms anymore. I think MOS they still use. Yeah, I was 13 Foxtrot, which was Forward Observer. I was it's funny, it's one of the few things that the recruiter tried to talk me out of. Because it's not good. It's not a pleasant thing. Yeah, AIT. Yeah, it's funny because they would call it AIT in training, and then they would ask you what your MOS number was. Yeah, yeah, advanced individual training. Yeah, yep. Yeah, so that's the training portion, and then yeah, that's what it's been. How many years now? I went in '89, so it's been a long time. Been a long time. the yeah, Forward Observer is, you know, the lucky guys that get to go out between the front lines and pick out targets, important targets. So basically you get shot at by them and shot over your head by your friends. As we always said, there's nothing friendly about fire. No such thing as friendly fire. Does not exist. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky that way too. I'm 53, and most people don't realize it. I feel like I look younger than my dad did when he was my age, but then again, I think I was a surprise in my family. I'm the fifth of five, so I'm the youngest five, and I'm like almost 10 years on the tail end, and so I don't think they were expecting me. My dad fought in the Korean War, so those days aged people a lot. So I'm pretty sure, yeah. What are they blocking with? Oh, okay. There we go. Shooting's one thing I was really good at. My dad was a gunsmith, so I grew up shooting. I've been shooting since I was about 4. I think my first rifle was a little rifle that shot CB caps, which is basically like an even smaller version of a 22, a light green 22. So I've been shooting all my life, and it was pretty funny because at the shooting range, I did really well, and I did really well. I got my marksman badge, all that stuff, and we were doing an inspection one day, and the colonel was coming through, and he was just asking me, looked at our records, and he looked at me and he said, "You did really good in the shooting range." "Thank you, sir." "You use what the military taught you?" "Or you use what the army taught you?" is what he said. I went, no, sir. And he just kind of laughed, because I'm like, you know, because when they teach everybody stuff, they gotta make it as simple as possible for, you know, the kids in the back type of thing. But I grew up shooting, so I already knew what I was doing. But I didn't want to lie to him. I felt like you could smell it if I lied. I was still nervous to say it though. I was like, "No, sir." And he asked me where I looked to shoot. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, if you don't grow up around it, or even not growing up around it, if you don't have someone to properly teach you at first, and you have something like that go off, oh man. And that should be a sobering experience. Absolutely. Because if you don't know how to properly handle one, and you know, I think it's better to have a sobering experience like that and be like, "Yep, I don't want any parts of it," than to be, you know, yeehaw cowboy. We talk about cowboy stuff a lot, especially with this set, and it's funny and everything. But yeah, that's one time you don't want to be yeehaw cowboy. Just put it down and walk away. That's the advisable thing. I wish more people would do that. There usually seems to be one of two ways with that. You know, some people, you know, like yourself, you're like, "Nope," and then others are just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I can do." And it's like, that's not a good attitude to have. I'd much rather somebody just be like, "Yeah, that is not pleasant. I don't wanna mess with that." It's just better for everyone at that point. If you're not comfortable with them, stay away from them. And if you want to learn about them and try them out later on, then hey, great. It's one of those things where you just know yourself. Know yourself. Best thing you can do. chamber. That was next to the little hill that I mentioned. Yeah. Oh man. The gas chamber. What can you say? Yeah. Oh yeah. We used to call it the 4-foot booger. Because you get that stuff in there, and it drains everything out of your head. Kind of wish I had some right now. Maybe it would pull this sickness out of me. Our XO would sit in the back of the gas chamber outside with a camera, and he would take pictures of the guys as they come out, because, you know, they make you break the seal and get a little snort full of it. And our drill sergeants at the time would be in there with my gas mask on, and they would make us answer a question before they let you leave. So they're like, you know, or they'd make you like sing Mary Had a Little Lamb or whatever entertained them in order to let you out. And yeah. So they they would do silly crap like that to us. And then our XO would be out back taking pictures as we come in. Or as we come out, I should say. Like, wow. Alright, guys. Oh, good, it wasn't just us. The questions. You know how when you go through, you think you're the only group that ever has to deal with this crap. I've never seen this one. Fractured identity. What? That's terrible. I don't want that. Yuck. Well, let's see here. I guess we're gonna... let's do this. Do this. Let's go ahead and gain 7 life. And we'll show. Why not? Then this. Let's go. Bam, bam. Like that. Get rid of that. Yeah, it is. It's nasty. We had, when I went into basic, we had what they called the Hollywood barracks, which was 4-man bays. So they were like literally like dorm rooms rather than big, you know, 36 or 72 man bays, that kind of thing. And we were like, wow, this is great. This isn't at all what we were expecting. You know, we were expecting, you know, like all these dudes in the same thing, yada, yada, yada. The problem with that, with the Hollywood barracks, are keeping them clean, because you had darn well better keep them tip-top, or or you were toast. So the inspections were really rough on those. They were like, you're in the Hollywood barracks, you need to uphold a higher standard, so to speak. So then all of a sudden it wasn't quite as fun. It wasn't bad though, it was just basically 2 bunk beds. 2 sets of bunk beds, so you had 4 guys in there. Oh man, I'm getting work this time. Yeah, they always called them the Hollywood barracks. That was what our drill sergeants called them. Hollywood barracks, you're living like you're in Hollywood. And then on top of it, they called me Cool Breeze. Oh yeah. The ceiling tiles. It was funny too because when we were getting ready for like a big inspection, not your normal, not your normal, drill sergeant inspection, blah blah blah, but like if the sergeant major was coming through or whoever was coming through, they would be like, okay, we got 2 days. Y'all need to clean this up, and it better be like tip top, like not that they let stuff slide, but you better not embarrass us. And they would tell us without telling us that our personal effects, our personal stuff that they took from you when you first arrived at reception battalion, we knew where the stuff was kept. So they go, any of y'all with Walkman, because I had a Walkman and stuff like that, or things like that, if it helps motivate you, that's where your stuff is. You're not allowed to go get it, but that's where it is. So basically, they didn't care what you had to do to motivate yourself. You wanted to go get your stuff out of lockup. This is where it was. You can go do it. But you better put it back, and you better pretend it was never there, and you better not let us see it, essentially. So this is what we'd sneak over there. That and sneaking over to the PX, because you weren't allowed to go to the PX when you were in basic. And we had the PX that wasn't too far from there, and you'd sneak in and try to buy stuff there, and they'd sell stuff to you, whatever, but you just don't want to get caught because you're not allowed to go over there. Oh man, good times. Oh god, you got called McFly. They couldn't pronounce my last name. So they were just like, and then eventually the coyote thing kicked in because it seemed like no matter what I did, I just kept on going, like Wile E. Coyote, like, like, oh, you broke your foot, all right, but I kept on going. They're like, oh my god, you need to get this checked out. Ironically, when I had twisted my foot because we were on a run, and my foot went in this like little yeah, cool breeze. Yeah, it was called Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze for a while because I wore glasses, and the prescription that they when they checked your eyes and everything, and they were going to send me the ugly black rimmed glasses you get in the service. The prescription was wrong, so I couldn't wear it. So yeah, birth control glasses. Yeah, so they let me wear my civilian glasses. Well, the funny thing about my civilian glasses are they were just normal glasses, but I had the sunglass thing, the photoreceptive glasses that when it was in the sunlight, which you're in Oklahoma, so you're always in sunlight, they got black, they got dark, so they look like sunglasses. So I'm walking around with sunglasses, so they used to call me Cool Breeze. But they couldn't do anything about it because you have to be able to see. Yeah, transitions. So I used to be walking around looking like I had sunglasses on all the time. All right, Cool Breeze. And then I got hurt a couple times, but kept on going, so they started calling me Coyote. You're like Wile E. Coyote, son. You just keep on going. Like, I don't know anything else, sir. Man. It's one of those things. I've always found it. I don't know if it's been difficult for you, but it's always difficult for me to explain to people that have never been in the service. Like, it's a completely different world, right? It's once you get through basic and stuff like that, it pretty much becomes the same as any other job, depending what you're doing. Most of the jobs are just boring and whatever. And even if you're more of a combat oriented job, you're still, like I said, 90% boredom, 10% action type of stuff. And usually that action is just training. So it's like you try to explain to people like, yeah, once you transition through stuff, it's pretty much just like the outside. It's just, you're forced to be more polite, so to speak. Oh God. Yeah, you go in the house and it's all black. um, but going through basic, I said, because it's weird. It's hard to describe how it is. Forrest Malone. We had a guy, I don't remember his name, and it's terrible. I just know his initials were BA. So we used to call him B.A. Baracus. Like, that's what the drill sergeant called because he was this big black dude. And they would just call him B.A. Baracus, like from the A team. And then we had this little short dude who was pretty heavy, pretty stocky, and they used to call him Short Round. Then we had a guy who had an Australian accent. He was a U.S. citizen, but his parents were Australian, so he spoke with an Australian accent. So of course they called him Dundee, because you know what else are you gonna call somebody with an Australian accent? Drill sergeants. I swear they take a class in humor sometimes too, just because some of the stuff they come up with. uh, it's a different world. Yeah, you try to explain it to people and go, I don't know how to explain it. It's like unlike anything. Oh, one moment. Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's is it Gunny Ermy, I think his name is Ermy. Yeah. It it's wild, man. It's like I don't know if it's just something they seek out in people or something they train them, but it seems like every drill sergeant I've ever encountered had that same ad lib ability and the sense of humor, and that's what got me in trouble. I never really, I never got in trouble other than laughing. I couldn't help myself. We had this one drill sergeant, which we nicknamed Psycho, and it was early on. I think it was my first week there, and the first time I encountered him. And we got inside, and I forgot to take my lid off. Right, I forgot to take my cap off. Going inside, and of course he's boom right in my face, and I swear this man unhinged his jaw. His mouth was so big, and he's yelling at me, and he just goes, "You didn't take your lid off from coming inside." And he goes, "Have you lost your mind?" And I just went, "Yes, drill sergeant." And he just stopped and he looked at me and he went on. I think he was expecting me to like, "No, drill sergeant," or what, or make an excuse. I just went, "Yes, drill sergeant." I lost my mind for a second. We always said we're going to push Fort Sill a couple inches into the dirt doing the push-ups. Oh, man. Did a lot of push-ups. I couldn't help it. Oh, man. I'm usually pretty good with a poker face, but, man, some of the stuff they said was just so funny. It was like being in a Looney Tunes cartoon. So it was just, ooh. That's good. I'm glad I got to chit chat with you about this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Doing PT while you're numb. I don't even remember half our PT sessions. I wasn't awake. You're running on very little sleep, and that's where another thing. That's where you see where drill sergeants are another breed, man. Because let's say you got 4 hours sleep as you were doing whatever, and then you go out for PT. These drill sergeants, man, they're up like an hour after you go to bed, and they're up an hour before you. So Oh, yeah, wood chips. Yup. Yeah, we had sawdust in ours too. Oh, they had to use sawdust in Oklahoma because it's so hot. Yeah, it's amazing how little sleep those guys go through. Oh man. Excuse me. Oh, this is fun. Well, I got a jet, sir. I hope to see you again soon. I'll probably be back tomorrow morning unless I feel worse. Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, uh, they're unsung heroes. Later, sir. We'll catch you then. We'll probably be back tomorrow, unless I feel worse. We're hoping to get my voice back. Anyway, you have a good one. Have a good day, man. Later.